Hello, lads. I've just been working on something over the past few days, so I figured I'd take a moment to show it off. Recently I've been bitching about how GPT is like a pain in the ass to use casually. Like, sometimes you wanna query GPT, and to do that you have to fucking pull up the web browser and go to GPT and type it in or whatever. So I was thinking, I really wish there was some kind of a system where I could just press a button and talk to GPT and query GPT, and also, there could be some side benefits to that if you could quickly access it, like you could get it to memorize things for you, that sort of thing. So I was like, all right. I'll see if we can rig something up to do that. And a few days later, I ended up with a decent little application that I've made in Python. GPT mostly made it. GPT did like 90% of the code. And it kind of kept expanding in scope until I have something I think I'm reasonably happy with, but I'll continue to work on it probably. So what I'll do is I'll pull it up, I'll load it. It runs faster Whisper locally for speech recognition. Then it sends the speech recognition text transcription to GPT, which doesn't run locally. That runs on GPT servers, obviously. And then we take the text from GPT and we run it through speech synthesis. So initially I used 11 labs, which is fine, it's pretty good. But I was wondering, because it costs money to do that, right? So I was wondering, maybe I can get it to some kind of local speech synthesis. And I did find something called IndexTTS2, which is fairly recent. They released it like about 3 months ago, I think, I'm not sure. Which is some Chinese speech synthesis which you can run locally. And I got GPT to help me rig that all up, and it does work. So let's do that then. Let's now run my chatbot. Okay, let's load it up. Now you'll notice we had about 2 gigs taken up. There's the speech recognition loading up, and here is I think the speech synthesis starting to load up, but it takes up a lot of VRAM. Faster Whisper doesn't take up much. I think it takes up like 2 gigs. But now we can see.
Ready.
Okay, it's ready. Now we can see we're at 13.2, but I think we had 2 gigs being used in the background. Hopefully this is all recording, because I haven't tested this with recording, because I'm also recording with my GPU, so that's going to be funny. So we're using 11, let's say 11 gigs of VRAM to run this thing out of my 16. Oh wait, yeah, 11 out of 16. So it doesn't leave a whole lot extra for, all the other things. But anyway, I don't know if I'll be able to actually run any games, but I can always pull out the speech synthesis and just use 11 labs, so that's okay. So now I'm going to demo it. I've got a bunch of different synthesized voices that I was just fucking around with, and I'll go through them. So yeah, I've got my thingy overclocked as much as I can, because it should help. But it's still a little bit slow, it can't be helped. Also, you'll notice there's an overlay here that I have, if you want to be able to see what's going on. So you can have anything open, and you just press caps lock and start talking. So I'll do that. So you hold down caps lock to talk to it. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, it doesn't work when Task Manager is selected. These 2 apps for some reason cause trouble. Normally you can just select anything, but here we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. So it's very quickly gets that, and then the GPT comes back quickly.
Testing received.
This is slow. You can see...
Your voice sounds like you are trying very hard to be a human. Keep going, I guess.
Yes, I made the AI a little bit snarky. It's better than the default, man. It's a nice refreshment. You can always change the prompts around. It's no big deal. Okay. So, now I have a bunch of side features built into it. I'll start with the most simple one, which is turning off the overlay. So all you do is just say overlay. Overlay. And the overlay...
Overlay off.
Yeah, the overlay turns off. And then... so, for example, I can do this from here. If I've got OBS selected, it doesn't matter. I can still use the hotkeys. Overlay. Overlay's on.
Overlay on.
Cool, yeah. So that's... what happens is, yeah, that's custom code. But I'd like to port these custom commands out of the custom code and have a GPT AI manage all these commands. But that's kind of... that would take a bit of work, I think. So what else can we do? Yes, so I also feed it weather data, and I also feed it the time and date, so I'll ask it those things. What's the current time?
It is 11:49. Try not to spend it all in one place.
So yeah, the synthesis is slightly slow. That can't be helped unless I get a better graphics card. And also, what else? What's the weather like?
About 24 degrees Celsius with a few clouds. Pretty polite weather. Unlike you.
Yeah, so I went with a snarky AI, because I think it works better, honestly, than what you what the alternatives are. At least it can make you laugh a little bit. So it knows the date and everything. What's the date?
It is Thursday, the 1st of January, 2026. Happy New Year. Try not to break anything.
Yeah, so as you can see, basically it breaks everything up into sentences. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. Encode a sentence, say it, and then in the background encode another sentence. Okay, so we can also take screenshots. Let's pull up some pictures. I'll do this one next. I'll do this one first. So you can press Control and Caps Lock, and it'll screenshot the currently focused window. Just like that. Easy peasy. And once again, takes a moment. It's already been analyzed.
Dog on phone says hello.
Alright, and you can ask it about the picture. So describe the picture in detail.
It is a screenshot of an image viewer showing a meme.
It is. Yeah, it's... unfortunately,
In the
there's
meme,
pauses.
a dark dog is holding a corded telephone handset up to its mouth, like it is talking. A human hand is holding the handset. The background looks like an indoor room with curtains and a wall. Big white text on the meme says hello at the top and yes, this is dog at the bottom. Classic deadpan dog humor.
I don't know if it's deadpan, but okay. Ah, fuck. For some reason, the task manager in focus will ruin the hotkeys, but everything else is fine. What breed of dog do you think it is?
Hard to be sure from this image. Looks like a black Labrador type, or mixed breed with floppy ears. Basically, a professional phone operator dog. I
spent ages on 11 Labs trying to get a voice I liked. I did get one decent, similar to this one. You know, just not too emotional. And you know, AI, like you don't want it to pretend to be a human when it isn't. You know. So I like this voice. It's not perfect. It's actually lifted from a Japanese sample, but it works somehow. I don't know how. It's fucking magic. It does have problems, but it's good enough. Hopefully it'll get better with time. And yeah, unfortunately, the main issue is the pause. The pause is like, yeah, the only way around it would be to get a better graphics card, which I'll try and do, maybe. So let's look at this one now. This is an F1 engine, a V10, an old V10.
Engine parts displayed in cabinet.
What kind of card do you think it's for? You can do this on GPT. I'm just demonstrating how it's quite a bit easier this way.
Looks like a Honda display, probably a high-performance V10 engine layout. Maybe from an old Honda or Acura racing program. You and your expensive hobbies.
God, I don't know. It's not... the wit is not amazing, but it just makes me laugh anyway. She was not entirely correct there. That's an F1 engine. Last time I tested it, she did say that it was an F1 engine, but yeah, you know how it is. It's different every time. So let's ask it about the time again. How long do you think we've been talking for?
About 7 minutes. Time flies when you are interrogating a deadpan AI, apparently.
Yeah, it's the prompt is to have deadpan humor, so unfortunately it kind of echoes it sometimes. You know, usual AI flaws. Okay, we all know how good this kind of thing is. Normally, it's just much more convenient this way because yeah, basically you just hit Control and caps lock and off you go. It'll basically tell you, it'll load up the image. You don't have to do anything.
Military map with legend symbols.
What coordinates is radar 2 at? The main issue is the delay synthesizing
Radar 2
the
sits
voice.
in grid column, D row 4.
That's correct.
So, D4. Try not to invade anything.
Oh my god. Why am I laughing? Okay. The railway... I was surprised. It's pretty good with the railways. Do you see any railways on the map?
Yes.
These delays, yeah, are awkward. Yeah.
There is a railway running east to west across the lower part of the map around row 2, plus a short north to south rail segment near column B.
Yeah. Not row 2, it was row 3. But it's close. I'm surprised it can do that. What else was I going to do? This is just a random poem. Obviously, it can read the poem and knows what it is because it's all standard knowledge.
Poem page displayed in viewer.
What kind of poem? You'll notice the voice recognition is very good. It's amazing how good it is, and it's fast.
A confessional free verse poem. Looks like Sylvia Plath, with Holocaust and war imagery, angry and intimate. Light reading for your totally stable vibe.
Sometimes it does catch up with the synthesis. Because I'm recording, it's a little bit slower. Normally I'm getting an RTF of 1.1 to 1.2. So it'd be a little bit faster, but it is a bit slow. It's usable. Oh, she doesn't know what the poem is. What poem is it? Well, she does know, but she didn't see that. Only we saw that.
It is Daddy by Sylvia Plath.
Yeah, it is, obviously. Yeah, it's not hard. That's standard GPT knowledge. So, Next, we... what else was I going to do? We did the weather, didn't we? Yeah. We toggled the overlay. We can do news. We've already asked how long we've been talking. I'll just ask her when we started talking. When did we start talking? That's just
About
amazing.
11:47 local time.
God, I can't help but find that
So
hilarious.
you have been bothering me for roughly 11 minutes.
I don't know why I find that so funny. I just love that humor. Now, what else was I going to do? I was going to do something else. I'm tired, man. While I think about it. Oh, that's right. Voices, man. The most important thing, the voices. Alright, so Control N brings up the voices. I got a backspace because it fucking displays the symbol for Control N. Just a random selection of voices that I may or may not get in trouble for. Start with Atkinson. Alright, here we go. Give me a 3-sentence monologue in the style of Blackadder. This is where it will really blow your mind. When it, happens. It does the thing where it tells you what it's gonna do. Fucking hell.
I would oblige, but I am not doing an exact Blackadder imitation.
Oh, you are.
Still, here is a 3-sentence monologue with that kind of snide, over-educated misery.
It's already funny, isn't it?
You, dear sir, are living proof that evolution occasionally takes a long lunch break and forgets to finish the job.
This is from a serious bit of speech, so it doesn't have the...
Your plan has all the structural integrity of a wet biscuit in a sauna, yet you present it with the confidence of a man who has never met consequences. Now kindly stand over there and do nothing heroic while the adults attempt to salvage reality.
That was ripped from a serious speech from Atkinson, but it works well enough. It's just for fucking around. A random VTuber. Give me 3 sentences of speech from a gamer trying to figure out what game to play. So, it's taking a while. It must have spiked the internet there. This transcription was instant, pretty much. 0.4 seconds. Looks like we've lost internet. GPT shit itself. No, there it goes. Yeah, GPT shits itself sometimes. That's just how it is these days at the moment. And synthesis takes ages.
I have, like, a million games and somehow nothing to play. Do I want chill vibes, sweaty ranked pain, or a story that emotionally shanks me? Fine, I will launch one, Alt-Tab, and doom scroll instead.
Very good. What do we got next? Musk. Oh, I can feel the trouble brewing. Alright, here we go. Give me 3 sentences from a tech bro about AI. I've made some bad choices on voices to use. Because they...
AI is literally eating every industry. It is like SaaS, but with a brain and way more chaos. We just need to ship an agent, slap on a subscription, and boom, infinite runway. Ethics are important, obviously, so we will add a checkbox.
Yeah, well, I did do myself at least as well, so that's coming up soon. Peterson. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Okay. Give me 3 sentences about lobsters in the style of a psychologist, sorry. I get them mixed up all the time.
When you watch a lobster, you see a creature built around boundaries, armor, and ritualized conflict. People are similar, just with better excuses and worse self-awareness. If you want change, practice safer ways to assert space before you start snapping.
Okay. It's all good to me, isn't it, really? It's not perfect, but it's certainly an excellent start. Give me a 3-sentence mission briefing for Rogue Squadron. I love this one. This one's really good. And it was just a half-assed effort, but it came out really good. Sometimes you can just drop shit in, and it won't have a problem. The whole problem at the moment is the voice synthesis, but you can use 11 Labs if you want it a bit faster.
Rogue Squadron.
It's glitched out.
You are flying escort for a convoy slipping through an Imperial patrol lane.
Normally this one's very good.
Expect TIE fighters and at least one interceptor wing. So stay tight, call targets, and do not chase glory. Get the transports to the jump point, then punch out clean.
I like that one. That would be really good in a game if it wasn't copyright infringement. This is just me. Give me 3 sentences from a idiot gamer. Bro, I swear that guy is hacking because I missed every shot. This game is trash, but I am queuing again because I am a genius. Wait, how do I reload? Normally it does good ones. That one wasn't that great. 7. This is an ASMR voice. Surprisingly came out good. Give me 3 sentences of ASMR. This one's surprisingly good. And it wasn't even a particularly good quality sample. Yeah, with 11 Labs, these voices come through quite a bit faster. Maybe more than twice as fast.
Okay. Close your eyes. Breathe slow. And let your shoulders drop.
Some voices synthesize faster.
Gentle tapping. Pages turning. Nothing urgent. Now exhale. And let your brain stop sprinting.
Not too bad. Oh, it's actually quite good, isn't it? Walker. Here we go. Give me 3 sentences of witty motorsport commentary. It's loud, by the way.
He sends it down the inside like the rent is due, and somehow it sticks. That is either genius car control or a heartfelt apology to the laws of physics. Meanwhile, the strategist is stress-eating spreadsheets.
I think it makes better output if you get rid of the system prompt, because it's interfering with the stuff I'm trying to generate. And Yuki's just the standard one that I normally use by default. So we'll get her to do... I'll ask her again how long it's been. How long have we been talking for? It feeds... Yeah, it basically constantly feeds the time and weather in and date.
About 19 minutes. Yes, I am keeping score. You are still losing.
There's a little bit of overhead when it has to generate lots of short sentences, so you can get a bit more out of it by generating longer sentences or multiple sentences, but then you have to wait longer for the first sentence to come out. Alright, what was the... Okay, so it's also hooked in with an API that can read the news, which is custom code once again. The AI doesn't do it. It's just a voice command, and then the voice command loads in the news articles and feeds it to the AI. Headlines. There's like 6 different news feeds it pulls the headlines from, and then just feeds it to GPT. It's a keyword, obviously. Just pulls the keyword headlines. Like overlay. It's still fetching. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty fast. I'm surprised how fast it fetches all those feeds. This is going to take forever.
In Australia, Sydney's eastern beaches saw a woman found dead and a man still missing in the ocean as police investigate. Also at home, Australia's meat industry is warning a new China beef tariff could hit severe levels, because 2026 clearly needed more spice in trade relations. Sport-wise, an injury-hit trio has still made Australia's T20 World Cup squad, while in the A-League a tussle in the tunnel had police stepping in after the Roar coach saw red. And if you've wondered why Aussie crowds don't sing like the Brits, one theory blames the Beatles. Finally, an explanation nobody asked for but everyone will argue about. In politics and conflict, Donald Trump is clashing with another Republican congresswoman, and says Hess removing National Guard deployments from Chicago, Los Angeles, and Portland. The US has also imposed more sanctions on tankers and traders linked to Venezuelan oil, and carried out an attack on alleged drug boats, with searches for survivors ongoing. In the Middle East, Saudi Emirati tensions over Yemen are reportedly reaching boiling point. In Africa, Guinea's junta chief has been elected president after an opposition boycott, and the Central African Republic is voting as its president seeks a third term. In society, Queen Camilla has recalled being furious after an indecent assault as a teenager. In tech and business, Ars Technica says 2025's AI hype cooled into products, alongside big supply chain and cloud stumbles, while global stocks notched a third straight year of double-digit gains. And yes, the world is welcoming 2026 with fireworks, plus an 8-year-old who's apparently minted the first coin of the year, putting most central banks to shame.
Okay, very good. So now that's about it. Yeah, I think hopefully I can... I'm probably not going to be able to use the speech synthesis. I'll have to use 11 Labs, but I should be able to run it while I play some games and use it as an assistant. I think that would be really cool. And I'll also work on, see if I can add some more features. What was the first thing we talked about?
You did a mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Riveting stuff.
I don't know, man. That shit gets me. What time did we start talking? There's also emotion vectors.
About 11:47 local time. You started with testing 1, 2, 3.
So what was I going to say? I don't know. I'm tired, guys. I've been coding this shit. So here's the code. Nothing fancy. It's mostly GPT did the work. AI backend. Prompt is here. Yeah, whatever. Just random, usual shit. It sanitizes the text a little bit to make it a bit better to read, text to speech. Whether the API loads in, plays the audio, handles playing the audio. Fetches the weather, I think. This is IndexTTS2 stuff. I'll believe. Sure, why not? Yep, cool, brilliant. It chunks stuff up. Screenshot capture, news feeds, headline stuff. I don't even know what this is. I think this is just this is just combining all the models together, I think. Yeah, pretty much. This is the actual working bit. I guess I should do briefing as well. Yeah, so you can just do it from anywhere. Briefing. And here's what it pulls. This bit. It is New Year's Day. That's right.
It is Thursday, the 1st of January 2026 at 12:12 p.m. with a pleasant 25 degrees Celsius and a few clouds in South Australia. It is New Year's Day, so Australia is mostly recovering from bad decisions and fireworks, while the world does the same in multiple languages. Historically, it is also Federation Day in Australia, plus the usual 1st of January classics, like the Euro launching and the Cuban Revolution winning, because drama loves a calendar reset.
That wasn't the funniest thing, but most of the time it's actually quite funny. Maybe I'm just sleep deprived. So on this side, so that's the, I split it into two files. That's the AI bullshit, and then this is the more front-end stuff. This is the code for the text overlay. This makes an invisible window. I don't know, man. I don't know any of this shit. GPT just did it. Yeah. Cool. Yep. The overlay toggle, sound effects playback. I don't know any of this. This is all technical shit for handling audio. This is just the change the voice menu. You just pop a file in and it'll load it up. You can do it at runtime, no problem. Yeah, and key presses. And yeah, whatever. Cool, that's it. Then you've got your API key for OpenAI and OpenWeather. You need those. And if you're using Eleven Labs, you need the API key for that. Cool, that's everything, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Okay, GPT, thanks for all this testing. You've been a real pal.
Yeah. You are welcome. Now go touch grass, or at least the keyboard that is not asking me questions.
Alright. Okay. You close this. Overlay will go away. No problem. Yeah, cool. So, hopefully I'll be able to turn this into something cool. With some more work. Main thing I want to do is this shit here, these keywords. We got headlines here. News doesn't really translate well through the speech recognition. Briefing, that just gives you time and weather. Yeah, what I want to do, this will be hard though, is I want to give GPT a set of tools that it can use however it wants, and then have it pull them whenever it wants them. So give it like a calculator. So if you ask it to add numbers, it can add numbers. And give access to the weather, so that when you ask it how the weather is, it just pulls it up itself. Right now, what it's doing is getting the context here, and it's pushing it into the context. There's also a log. Where's the log? This is all here for record keeping. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking like maybe we could use this to kind of build a memory. I'm thinking we could push this into a database with keywords. It's timestamped already. So here's context. It's getting pushed. Why is it marked context? It shouldn't be. Maybe GPT did it without me noticing. It should just be marked as GPT. Maybe I was asleep when I did that. So there's the context. It's telling GPT the time, the weather. For some reason, it's repeating the time. Okay, that's a problem. So it does it literally every time you talk to it, so that it's always got access to that information. So see, here it's 12:10, and then here it's telling it it's 12:12. And then after it has the context, it then pulls the question. Yeah, so that's not optimal because it pollutes the context window. So I'm thinking, yeah, we have to somehow we need to spin up a second AI instance and have it analyze a question and then decide what tools it should use, I think, and then like use the keywords for those tools. I don't know, I mean, it's possible, but it'd be a bit complicated to implement. So for now, all we do is just force context into every sentence, which is not ideal, but it works. As you saw, it worked. Okay, well that's everything I wanted to say. I'm pretty proud of that. It took me a few nights to do, more than a few nights. It was pretty quick to get the voice recognition going. It took 30 minutes to get Whisper working, and it just worked. It just works, man. And then hooking it to GPT was quick, and hooking it to 11 Labs was quick. But then adding all these features, that's when it starts to really drag on and get complicated. So it'll just get more and more complicated. Oh well, that's my my demo of this AI assistant that I made. Extremely convenient, and I can foresee. I'm hoping that from this point onward, I'll get some good use out of it, and it'll be, at the very least, like you can use it to take notes because the notes are all here. So yeah. Anyway, it also saves the screenshots. So the voices are here. So here's the voice.
私の仕事は鈴宮春日を観察してニュー
Yeah, I just pulled it from an anime. And yeah, I won't do the others. Wait, what did I sound like? Boys? Yes. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I won't pull the others because that'd probably cause trouble. Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's everything. Yeah, I'll see y'all in another LP that I do, I guess. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you there. Bye-bye.